Alright, time to smelt some silver, have a chill time. I need some more wood arrows. I want to do some farming, plains farming, maybe do a crypt or two, we'll have to see. Definitely want some coal from the surling areas, so that's going to be something nice. Ooh, I need to restock wood there. Yeah, I need a bunch more wood. Maybe the audio is a little loud. Should be good. Maybe my bass audio is just loud. I don't even know. Okay, well. Oh yeah, I have that on. I have that a little higher than I would like it. There we go. That's better. And now I should be able to raise the audio back up a little bit. What the hell is that loud ass bird sound, dude? What the hell? When did we have these? When was that in the game? Have I been slacking on these bird sounds? What the hell? Have I not been noticing this? Anyway, silver for the silver gods, or whatever. We're upgrading the Froster. 100% we want to upgrade this thing, we want to max it out. It's going to be great in the swamp. It's going to be great in general, plains, whatnot. Okay, so this is done. Love it. More silver, I need a little bit more to upgrade this thing yet again. Alright then. Let's fill up the thing with coal and then move forward. I gotta replenish coal. Boar's kinda aggroed on something, I wonder what it is. I got some things to talk about today. Not that much, but pretty simple topic. Here we go. More silver. Oh, it's gonna rain. Perfect. Perfect time for swamping. Alright, let's get some wood into the arrow chest. That'll do. Let's just make some extra wood arrows too while I'm here. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep making them. Okay, wood arrows, have some extra coal, which I should deposit. There we go, that'll do. Alright, now let's grab some coal in the swamp. I believe we just go over towards the witch portal, which should be upstairs. Yay, Kelder Farm. Mountain Witch. So, I have some Elden Ring build video ideas. I have a build that is just an evolution of one that I hadn't recorded yet. That I'd like to make a video on. And just go through the game and make a video on. And I've incorporated ideas of respecking and using equipment that boosts your stats and building around that and whatnot. And I haven't done that before, but I figured just because of how good the Divine Bird Helm is in that game, it's a really easy decision to make. And it looks good, the drip is nice, post it in the Discord. Join the Discord, why don't you? Link in the description. And, yeah, it's going to be really cool. However, Mr. Burning A-Bomb here, hello. Alright, buddy. Anyway. I don't think that I'm going to do any more Elden Ringing before the Tarnished Edition drops. And that's because of the new starting classes, specifically the big boy. I don't know what it's going to be called, but it looks like he either has a great sword to start with or a colossal, some huge armor, and I think his physical stats are going to be unreal. So I think it's going to be stat optimal for pretty much almost every PvE, PvP build. You know, I'm doing PvE, but still, it's going to be absolutely huge for me. And because of that, I'm just thinking I'm just going to hold off until then. See if I can build the crafts with that. I don't know. It's possible, you know, that they go and fix up the whole starting class balance for PvE, PvP build making. Right now, there's essentially 3 starting classes that are good for PvE, and then even fewer for PvP and invasions and such. But it's very over-centralized on 2, that being the Prophet and the Vagabond. Not in that order, Vagabond's more important than the Prophet. But still, PvE, those are the top classes stat-wise. And that's pretty much the whole thing, is stat-wise. You know, you can get all the gear. Some people are like, oh, but I like the roleplay. You can get all the gear in the base game in roleplay anyway. So, I don't want to hear about people's subjective style. Oh, yeah, I get to pretend and make believe. It's like, we're already in a fantasy world. What do you mean? We're chilling already in this fantasy world rich with amazing lore concepts and so on. It's incredible. Just chill. It's chill. We don't need to forsake balance for funsies when we're already having funsies with what would be a balanced experience. It's crazy. It's just forsaking balance for the hell of it. Like, no. No. How about we don't do that? And some of the other classes are very good for other really huge styles of play on an objective level, like Samurai. Samurai is going to be your third really niche class for PvE, but in addition to normal PvE, there's also, well, let's sleep and speed things up. There's also speedruns, glitchless speedruns in particular. Samurai's absolutely optimal for that. And there's been a track record of this. I'm missing one other thing, that the main challenge run intended starting class is a Wretch. Some people will arbitrarily say, oh, Wretch, you know, he's got 10 in every stat. You can go wherever you want. It's like, you can do that anyway and be not stat optimal. And by the way, go anyway, which way, you're going to be not stat optimal with the Wretch either. Either that or you're going to have an unoptimized build, which who cares if you've stat optimized for an unoptimized build. It's kind of meaningless, isn't it? But the Wretch is specifically level 1 to do Soul level 1, or Ruin level 1, or Blood level 4 playthroughs. It's all about the challenge run. That's why it's there, that's why it's always been there. It is not supposed to be this jack of all trades, master of none style of character. You can have so much versatility anyway. You know, back in Demon Souls, you had the Crescent Moon, or Crescent infused Crescent Falchion, which gave you mana regen and it scaled off of your int. It was a great one-handed weapon for you to cast with and go into melee with. So you had immense versatility from the get-go. Some people still arbitrarily like to play Souls, caster stat builds as pure casters. They were never pure casters. It's just ignoring the mechanics of the game. It's never ever pure casters. It was never mechanically incentivized. It was always hybrid builds, which is what got me into Souls games in the first place. I didn't see any depth in terms of, active control. It was always just like control came with the weapon's hit stun and poise damage and whatnot. And so it was the big spell sorting concept that got me into the game, and people just decide to ignore that mechanic just for shits and giggles. It's like, bro, the versatility is on clear display here. Like, we need to take deep knowledge that, not even deep knowledge, we need to take basic observation that a lot of these central builds in Souls games are super versatile, and that's what makes them, in part, really good and really fun to go through the game with. Now, when you look at the Wretch, it's just going to be worse than just going through the game multiple times and then picking out, like, say, one going to be Vagabond, one going to be Prophet, what have you, just going through and having fun. Of course, first run, it's not going to matter as much stat-wise because you're not going to know what you're wanting to invest in. You're not going to exactly know what to put where and whatnot. And even then, I played a hybrid caster on Inside. I went for Astrologer. That seemed to be the int way. But again, you know, suboptimal stat-wise. It would have been much better looking at the character now and where the levels went to just go Vagabond instead. Which is a shame, and it kinda leads me to an interesting observation in gaming, which is knowing that From Software in the past, with Dark Souls 3, has forsaken starting class balance and has levied a bunch of really bad starting classes that really nobody should be picking. Like, you get punished for picking a lot of the starting classes in Dark Souls 3. They're not patching that, they're not fixing it, it's just gonna stay that way. Hey, maybe they should just have an over-centralized, yet limited selection of starting classes. That being just, this is your challenge run quest, or challenge run starting class, the Wretch. This is your PvE starting classes, maybe two of them. You know, Dark Souls 3 was like Knight and Pyro were the main ones. And then this is your speedrunning one, which is, Assassin in Dark Souls 3. And you can do the same thing in Elden Ring. You can just say, okay, this is your main guy. These are your main regular playthrough PvE starting classes, your Prophet and your Vagabond. Here's your speedrun, or, you know, what have you in the speed category. You go Samurai. And then here is your challenge run, that being the Wretch. And, you know, same. Basically the same. So, I think that would do quite a service to people who are just trying to have fun and then also, like, be as good as they can be with whatever general, obviously incentivized on the dev end, perspective of play. On a relatively, no, not even relatively, on an objective level. Just like, these are the stats that are optimal for the build. This is the build that you're going for. But obviously we don't know what build we're going for. So it's going to feel bad on the first run, at least to some degree. Of course, the game and the adventure is still a very fun time. The game, I still remember my first run. You know, being stat optimal is not going to take too much, or stat unoptimal. That's not going to take too much away from the playthrough as I know it. I should mine this out sometime. But it still takes something away from it. It would still be a better time to have stat optimized builds at the end of the run. It would just be a better feeling going forward. You know, some people got to have that feeling. Others, like me, did not. Because we went through what seemed like made sense, and it didn't. The mechanics proved otherwise. Which is always a weird feeling to have, even if it has a relatively low impact, or otherwise could be very high impact. Doesn't matter. It's still going to feel bad on some level. So, I think that either you balance them all out, you make them all super balanced. You know, the rest of them, like warrior, hero, bandit, astrologer, prisoner, confessor. You go through those and you balance them out. Or you make them very over-centralized, which is what I think might happen, and I think might actually be a good thing. I think it might actually be pretty solid that FromSoft put out this, like, I don't know, it's gonna be maybe $5 Tarnished Edition. You get some additional shit. I don't like that it's gonna be paid, regardless. I don't like that. But if they go in and introduce a over-centralizing PvE starting class like the big boy, that might actually be very good for the game and for PvE, PvP build making going forward. It's going to be really satisfying just to be able to go, okay, I'm PvE, I go this, and I go forward. I pick this, I play the game. I pick this, and I'm just going. I'm doing it. I don't even need to think about it. I pick this, and I'm going. I think that would be awesome. I think that would be very good. And it's just an example of over-centralization in terms of balance gone right. And that's partly because, like I said earlier, there's the history in Souls games of starting classes already being relatively over-centralized. And a lot of the options for regular play just not being relevant in the slightest when you compare the numbers. And while that kind of sucks for a raw balance perspective, if you're going to go forward and use what I suggested and only have just like a few options, it's a very much plug and play style of enjoyment where you just go, oh, I pick, I go, I build craft, I know I'm stat optimal. Okay, I might have put them in weird spots going into the run, but I can respec and then I'm chilling there. I'm cool. Another option, of course, respecking wise, would be just to be able to respec entirely stat wise. Just put the stats wherever. But then again, that would just mean the level optimization would be very easy. It would be another way of over-centralizing. You'd have to have every class effectively start at the same rune level or soul level aside from like Wretch. Which could be done, but I don't think that Miyazaki really wants to do that. I think it would be better if they just went for this simplified, over-centralized way for whatever specific perspectives of play that you have. Whether it be PvP, PvE, and then, where's my guck in here? Yes. And then, of course, let's make another chest, excuse me, Pog. Pog? Hog. I've combined pig and hog to make a Pog. You know what? I'm renaming you to Champ. You are now Pog Champ. Get out of my way, please. Thank you. I need this wood. Alright, let's set up another chest for the cores. I've been getting a little low. I will want these in the future. Okay, mushrooms now. I'll yoink this. Why not? Red mushrooms. This is meat. Where are the berries? Over here? Where did I put these things? Ah, they were from. Okay. But yeah, this is just an interesting example where over-centralization is pretty good in games. It can be really bad in a lot of games. It just becomes an unbalanced mess. And the central reason why over-centralization was really good, or this idea is really good for starting classes in Souls games and Elden Ring, is because of what I mentioned earlier, which is there is precedent behind it. That the community knows that they're going to be over-centralized. They know that on the more casual end that they're not going to take much stock into them. They're not going to be that relevant on the casual side. And so it'd just be good to have there be some clear options, put some clear dev communication in, like, oh, even if it's flowery language, or just lore-wise, flavor text, what have you, make it so that people know what they're getting into when they pick certain starting classes, and then have it be optimized towards that. And I think everybody would be happy, especially considering you can just have the starting class gear that would have existed just in the game anyway, like it is already. Yeah, again, just the precedent has been set. People know what to expect. So going forward, you can trim down the fat. We know that the impact of starting classes is going to be a certain way. Even if you trim it way down, you know it's going to be a certain way. Alright, let's get to farming. I don't see any mosquitoes. I do have to do an angular check on the little forested grove here. We're good on mosquitoes. Okay. We got a ting there. I heard Thread calls them tings. So, ting! That is satisfying. Very good. Ting! Ting! Love it. Ting! Damn, my levels must be getting pretty high. I have some examples where over-centralizing mechanics goes wrong. And, again, ting! It's all about setting precedent in what gamers are used to. That's the huge thing. What gamers expect and what they're used to. What the dev communication is regarding these. What the balance is on an objective level. It's all about understanding from a objective gameplay and balancing perspective, and from a community and gamer psychology perspective and genre defining perspective, what the game can trim back and afford to not focus on, and therefore just say, fuck it, we're gonna over-centralize. For example, God of War 2018 obviously did not need starting classes, because that's not the focus of that game. It's an action-adventure game with some RPG elements. It does not need a shit ton of RPG elements. And therefore, you're just Kratos. You have some styles of which you can mix and match, which is awesome. But at the same time, everything can sort of be organized around a select few weapons. And yeah, it's just a very simple balancing decision that tracks from the old God of Wars and what we have to expect from those. Even though the genre and the style of gameplay has changed, we still carry over with some level of expectation and satisfaction with gamers going forward. And hey, very good from Santa Monica Studios and what Cord Balrog has accomplished with those games. Congrats. Now, I think this is the wrong chest, right? Yes. Yeah, it is. Now, having said this, I have some bad examples. One of them, I know I gave this game a ton of shit last episode. Claire Obscure Expedition 33. Internet darling at the moment. Or so. Maybe not as much as we thought. Because the cracks are starting to make themselves apparent, at least with the narrative. It's a niche genre. It was always going to have less real support than what people have been saying. And, well, when we have over-centralizing mechanics in terms of the dodge and parry mechanic, yet we are trying to make the game known as a very tactical JRPG experience with Final Fantasy X style gameplay, it seems to be a disaster in over-centralizing. And hello, Pickleton. And there's some problems. There's some problems with that, obviously, with the balancing The game wants to be a very tactical experience. There are builds like Stendhal, which has been patched, and others which can deal an absolutely ridiculous amount of damage once you've broken the damage limit, and can just proactively destroy bosses depending on your preparation. And so with that involved, it seems like they've really pressed for the preparation side. And then you get to the sheer amounts of damage and deaths that you're going to have if you don't actually execute the tightly windowed parries and the long-winded combos and delayed attacks and weird audio cues that some of these enemies and bosses in the mid-late game have. Then they're just going to tear you to shreds, and it's just going to say, okay, focus on the execution now, focus up. We're doing this. If you do not complete, if you do not do the dodge parry on time, you are going to get rolled. You are going to get obliterated. And because of that, it is over-centralizing. The mechanical impact of dodge and parry is so high that you have to get that right. Otherwise, all the preparation in the world for certain enemies, bosses, you're screwed regardless. Let's see. Frostner. Ooh, I have to upgrade the forge. That's cool. I should do that. Okay, so the forge. I need forge tool rack. What else do I need? Got the bellows. That. Forge cooler. Anvils. I'm gonna need the smithing anvil, right? Yeah, 20 iron. Brutal. Forge tool rack. Oh, I'm 1 iron away. Okay. Well, this is why we need to go back into the crypts. That's exactly why. 2 silver. I need 1 more silver. I think I'll just wait here. I think I'll just chill out. Honestly, though, no, I won't. I'm gonna grab 75 wood and get a head start on coal production. But yeah, it's just people are expecting the preparation to matter much more in these types of RPGs. And, well, like I mentioned in the last video, this is why the easier parry and dodge mod is extremely popular and has almost the same amount of unique downloads as the positive reviews on Steam. Right now, the positive reviews are actually eclipsing the unique unique downloads on the parry and dodge mod by like 3,000, and it's like 75,000 is almost 72,000. That's it. That's the difference. Not that much difference. It's still just showcasing the sheer amount of people who don't like the over-centralized dodge parry mechanic, and that's really just because of the balancing. They could just tone down the incoming damage, and I think the game might actually be kind of interesting. I still wouldn't be playing it because there's no manual save, and the story is just a worse version of the Dark Souls 3 DLCs, and it's super derivative because of it. But, you know, mechanically it would be much more interesting. There'd be a good balance of preparation and execution, and it would be unique to this genre without messing with people's brains, causing them to expect one thing and getting absolutely ass blasted by the poor balancing. Oh well. There was a recent update. It seems like it's causing people PCs to crash. Yo, look at the Surly trophies, and just got 2 from that. Anyway, yeah, people are crashing with 4090s with the recent update, so I don't know, man. I'm still, you know, no thanks from me. Let's just put it like that. But, yeah. There's another example of bad over-centralization in terms of balancing in a video game. In a turn-based RPG. In a turn-based RPG, that happens to be my favorite game of all time. Oh yes. So I'm not just gonna be mean to Claire Obscura just because I'm just some sort of ancient creature. I'm only 27 years old. Who, I'm just some ancient creature who just wants to play games. Oh, I just want it to be like my favorite game. No. I have a list of problems with my favorite game. I believe if you're going to try to revolutionize games in whatever X, Y, and Z genre... Holy shit, another Shooting Trophy. If you're going to try to revolutionize that, don't just emulate the best of the genre, which Claire Obscure fails to do. Don't just do that, but actually learn from the best's mistakes. Which, again, they, over at Sandfall Interactive, can't do without emulating the best, which they still haven't done. And in terms of Final Fantasy IX, when you look at the fixed damage formula attacks that you get in the mid-game to the late game for certain characters, or that become absolutely devastating powerhouses at that point, like Keena's Frog Drop, you get that much earlier, but it becomes a powerhouse, dealing guaranteed max damage for cheap at the end game. These sorts of moves are ridiculously over-centralizing. It is just, I'm going to have my armor, my auto regen, I'm going to sit in the back row, and I'm going to spam these moves, and I'm going to save all of my investment on ability crystals towards good melee modifiers, and I'm just going to put them wherever else in good passives, like auto haste, auto reflect, so that I can just dominate. That is over-centralizing in a bad way. Because the vast majority of the game, you are going to be looking at abilities and balancing out what to invest your ability crystals on for each dungeon, for each boss encounter, for each difficult encounter. You're going to be doing that based off of the balance and give and take between your passives in terms of working with melee damage and working with all of your status immunities or other certain passive good abilities that give you good support or utility. You're going to be working with your limited ability crystals like that. And you're going to be figuring things out on a preparation level for each encounter, each dungeon, like that. And when you're given so much freedom to just say, fuck all my melee things, we're all going to be effectively ranged blasties from the back row, you're going back on all of not only the majority of this game's experience in terms of understanding balancing and what to expect from melee characters. You're not going backwards on that. You're not only going and taking away the enjoyment that people might have had working through that and going through those systems and finding the good loadout for each individual dungeon and or boss and or mid encounter, what have you. You are also getting rid of what people have expected and enjoyed from previous Final Fantasies. We're talking back in Final Fantasy 7, like 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, like all these things. The melee characters are going to, like melee builds, melee characters are going to do exceptionally well with melee strats. You are not going to get a unique, almost every time, you're not going to get a unique, like, melee character ability that's just going to let you go absolutely destroy everything in the back row for cheap. From long range. No, that's not going to happen. No shot. That's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And I think that's also what people find relatively upsetting. Let's actually get ready for swamping. That's what some people find relatively upsetting about swamping. Not swamping. Magic in Valheim, specifically staff protection, people find that just over-centralizing, and I cannot blame them, because it is. It is over-centralizing. It's devastatingly powerful. It's so good. It allows for so much give and take and confidence boosting on a more, like, intersubjective level. It allows for just devastating efficiency in terms of what you can get away with, and the aggressiveness, the sheer dominance over the battlefield that you have, especially considering you're also tying that in with certain spots like set dungeons and such, with blood magic levels in the Dead Razor, with your Ashlands magic, being able to staff swap to two-handers and two-handers. It's so easy. Things are so convenient, and we're letting go of our one-handed melee most of the time, because the new Trinity is no longer Boedgar Frostner. It's going to be ranged magic and at-gear. That's going to be it. Now, the at-gear still remains, and I'm so glad most of the time that we're going to be at-gearing and having a blast. But it still lends itself to so much of a disaster in terms of what we've come to enjoy versus the new reality of our top optimized balance options. It's all about dropping these. Maybe I won't even bring that. Maybe I'll just use Froster and bonk the shit out of these guys. It's all about being able to work around your new spells that you have, especially from what I've heard. Some of the stabs in the Ashlands are absolutely fucking ridiculous, balance-wise. So, don't tell me about it, but, you know, that's not exactly doing any favors for this over-centralizing aspect of the game. It's not at all. Okay, we've got hella iron right there. And that's kind of why I wanted a lot of certain things to be earlier accessible. Oh, excuse me, fellas, I just need to hop in here. Like, yeah, Hildur, Haldor could have given access to some sort of earlier magic. Maybe you get an earlier magic table so that we can help repair it. Or you can just be able to repair this shit at Forge or what have you. Maybe Workbench even. I don't know. It's possible. Maybe you go to Hildur Haldor to repair things. You'd already have a portal there anyway. We'd have to see. Let's see. But it would definitely help with this over-centralizing. Although one-handers would still kind of get shaft. You'd have to balance it very particularly. It's possible. You just have to be very mechanically careful with it on the dev side. They'd have to be like indirect support and control. Like my idea was like an earth wall that like they could break apart. It would summon like instance, essentially earth wall build pieces. That'd be very good. Like falling berserkers would still be able to like tear them down and destroy them. But you'd have to work forward to actually manage the encounters given the advantage that you have at the moment. You know, you'd have to be careful. I mean, just like the co-op implications with this. Like being careful with sledges, like when to sledge bonk through, you know, when to be at a certain position regarding like if you want to be on top of the earth wall, if you want to be like behind it in certain ways. Ooh, treasure room. Where are the chests? Hello? Zero chests? That's infuriating. But you can already see, even if it's like limited health, like earth wall is so huge. Even just for simple pathing, getting stand back, doing something like that with magic is going to be immense. And even then, you still have to keep in mind flyers and other ranged enemies. You have to keep the balance going with certain strats. And that makes things relatively interesting. Ooh. Okay, 10 iron. I want there to be better chests than this, but I could put it there eventually. Okay, we've got iron and more iron. Let's put on one of these things. It looks like these are going to be... Oh no, this one's not a demo. This is just a double bump. Okay, sick. Oh, nice. Very nice. I like that. And we've got just a ton of iron bumps here. That's excellent. Pickaxe is 60. Love to see that. Again, I still want some sort of pickaxe weapon. I feel like that would be an excellent sort of two-hander to have in the late game to end game. Okay, so I maxed out the inventory there. Let's go back to this swim spot. This should be good. Just put some shit in there. Scrap iron, absolutely. Okay, we have a room over here. And a drop. You fucked. Excellent. Gotta say, I've been watching Quint69 again play Valheim on Twitch. He is so bad, man. He is so bad at the game. It is a beautiful sight. It's very entertaining. Very, very funny. Oh, just seeing him go through. He died to Modare, just like panic. Panic gets him. He's a high panic player, and Valheim is a game that absolutely thrives on your panic. It will destroy you on panic. I remember when Fulling Camp still kind of scared me. Oh boy, I was panicking. I would like loop around my friends and drag enemies to them. It was a nightmare. But it was fun as hell, of course. And now we just destroy Fulling Camps. It's like if I had a non-combatant and I would try to like get them out of their comfort zone so that we could enjoy the Mistlands without worrying about some sort of ridiculous raid at... Oh, actually, we don't get those at the Meadows anymore. Huh. I actually forgot that they did something like that. Wow. Well, I would have said... That's... Wow, I can't believe they did that again. Huh. Damn. Alright, let's put some valuables in here. Wow, no, that's actually, like, blowing my mind. I forgot that they removed, like, they sought you out and stuff from the Meadows. Unreal. Absolutely unreal. But if they existed in the Meadows, then to get non-combatants out of their comfort zone now, obviously you'd, like, make them an Arbalest or something, and just, like, an Arbalest and, maybe a Scolinati or something. What's the other really good cheap Mistlands item? I don't know why it's blanking on me. Arbalest is like the #1 cheap thing. Maybe I'd toss him a Huntsman Bow? I don't know. But I'd be like, hey, you know, let's do a Fulling Camp, get you out of your comfort zone, we'll crush this camp, and then we'll get you on, moving on to the Mistlands, and we'll be chilling. I'm lacking, man. I haven't been in the Mistlands too long. I can't remember the other thing. It's possible it's not even just something serious, but I remember there being just like Like the Arbalest is the obvious, like, cheap, huge W that you get in the Mistlands, but I'm blanking on something. Shit, I'm having a brain too, man. Let me just like open another tab and look up like Mistlands gear. Got my caps lock on, classic Valheim moment. Mistlands weapons, run me that. No, not weapons, Mistlands weapons, please, thank you. Okay, Reddit has a good answer for Mistlands weapons. Best Mistlands weapon? Oh, fire and frost staff. Yeah, there you go. Unless you're, of course, they're probably not including staff of protection in that, but let's actually pause this to keep my rested going. Oh, the fucking spine snap is cheap as hell. I forgot about that. Other than the Eider, it's like, it's so cheap. That's it, the spine snap, so cheap. Oh my god. Yeah, it'd just be like ranged Andes. Just going bonkers with spine snap in the Arbalest. Oh man. Yeah, that would probably be it. I mean, you know, take a second-hand black metal gear as well and go bonkers, like, you know. But spine snap is unreal for something like that. Okay, yeah. Spine snap, Arbalest, second-hand black metal gear, super simple. Or just even going into the like second-hand iron gear will put into work too. Even when getting over like fears and nerves, just going into situation with falling camps just because they can stack or lock berserkers and locks as well. No, I think I kind of want the entrails just in case. The leather, I have so much leather on demand, it's not even funny. Alright, we're good there. We're good there. We good here? We're good here. So then, are we good here? Yeah, definitely. I remember this. So we're good on this end. This wing is done. This wing still has some nice rooms behind it. Let's hit these up. Oh, bring it on, bastards. I've got a... Ooh, hello, sir. Love me some middle mouse, man. Oh, taste that verticality. Oh. Ooh. Yeah, all the people... I'm like, we're still getting people saying, like, oh, Frostner knockback. Oh, Frostner knockback. I don't like that Frostner knockback. Like, please start dropping middle mouses on enemies. Please. It's so good. Like, even just bonk middle mouse, like, oh, that's such a game changer when you discover it. Such a game changer. Chest has... Wow, okay. I'm going to pretend I didn't see that. I'm going to pretend I did not see that. I'm just going to assume I already took the useless stuff from it. And, yeah. Let's just keep going. But yeah, this is something Quinn said. Like, that man had, epic loot mod on, a raft mod, a bunch of quality of life things. He had like at least 9 extra slots for inventory based off of like additional hotbars for like armor and slots for potions and shit and arrows. And then the man goes and increases his inventory regardless by a shit ton, which I understand. In epic loot mod you might want to do that just because you get like the essence and like dust and shit and a whole bunch of extra gear from drops. Like, that makes sense. But at the same time, He had like a Featherfall legendary pants. He had a triple shot fancy Draugr and he was going up against Modare with a triple shot Draugr with obsidian arrows, which are suboptimal but still very effective given the situation. And he died. He died. And I don't want to hear that it's like, oh, well, it was on very hard mode. Bro, like, listen to what he had. He got destroyed by Modare with a triple shot bow with Featherfall. That's unreal. It's absolutely unreal. This should not be happening, especially with the Epic Loot mod. And that's the main thing. It's like he keeps on dying because he keeps rushing through it. He's absolutely rushing through that game. You know, and he ain't Thread. He's not Henrik. He's not some of these guys that are very skilled in the Valheim trophy hunt community like Warband. He's not some of the new speedrunners like this one dude on Twitch that I've been watching recently. He's not any of them. Not even remotely close, and he's still blitzing through. He's like, okay, guys, we're gonna hit swamps today. I promise. Don't promise that. Just play the game at pace. Long methodical runs. Demolish it. Get crazy geared up. You got Epic Loot mod on. You should not be dying at all. Like, unless there's a freak 2-star incident, you should not be perishing. Period. Oh, Lord. It's ridiculous. Alright, let's see. No, okay, this isn't the way out. Alright, I've got more than enough iron to upgrade my thing, my iron mace, and then some, I think this should be the way, right? Yes. Okay. $64. That's around average. Like 65 is average for Crypt. Don't we still have a path here? Oh, I got through the path. There's nothing there. Alright, let's grab the non-portables. Or the portable. I keep making that mistake. I keep saying non-portables when I'm in the Crypt. I have to grab the... Oh! Yoink. Is there something else? No? What about here? No. I have to grab the portables and then get out. So they should be in here. Let's do that. I guess we'll do that in 2 journeys. Yeah, that's fine. Well, I gotta yoink this back for the, Nah, we can do that. I need to put this iron in here. What is that? 65 iron now? Hello. Exact average. And then I can yoink that, and now I can portal back. Perfect timing to get rested again. Let me go through. I'm gonna have to yoink more turnips too. It is what it is. Oh, now we just go back. Oh, it has been hot as shit recently and humid. Just nasty. But been able to turn on the fan, get myself very cool, especially at night. That's important. Just such a nice time with my new bed. Oh my god, it's been a lovely time. Hopefully I don't get raided now. I'm trying to put my valuables away. This is going to be good for new unlocked stuff, I'm sure. So much used. I love that. I think these bones... Do I have a new spot for bones, or am I just putting them there now? I'm just putting them there now. Again, more poison arrows. Great for frost capes. Gonna love that. 72. All from the swamps. Not a single wasted obsidian on it. Alright, let's get to repairing. I'm gonna need more food. I'm gonna need rested. Probably gonna have to farm the main base. But that's fine. That's what I plan to do. Food cart. Yes. More onion soup. More skewers. We're good. We're chilling. Alright. Chilling. But yeah, it's always hot as hell in this room. It's not the best. A lot of the air siphons out through this room outside. So it's very good to step out for a bit every now and then. I might do that soon. Okay, let's put these pickaxes away for now. Yeah, I might want to... No, I don't need to upgrade that. Pretty set there. I think I'm going to go... move the chest, move the portal, and then run the iron to the next crypt. And then I'll sail back with the double iron haul. I don't want to sail back with just 65 iron. I really don't. Even though it would be really good, I'm not interested. Okay, we've got one crypt left. Let's get the show on the road. Okay. Oh yeah, it's right here. That's such an easy run. Although this crypt is in the middle, so I probably should have done this first. Get out of here, skeletons. Let's put this on. Backwards. Okay, sick. And the chest. Okay, now I can move the iron into there. I'll probably need to go to a smaller swamp and just grab a bunch of iron from there as well in the future. Wouldn't surprise me in the slightest. I forgot we have spawners everywhere in the swamp. Alright, 34 is probably the limit. No, 33? 32? 32. 31! Strange, man. Okay. Let's grab the entrails. Let's also grab the amber that we have over here. Perfect amount of weight. I can just put that in the chest as well. Let's get that run level up. I still have 4 levels to go before it's run 100. Alright. 2 more runs now. Oh man, Fenris armor, once I get that with all this run level. And jump, 88 jump. It's gonna be a thing of beauty. Kind of wish the gamma was that like light blue that you just see at the moment when you just walk into the crypt. Cause this is dark as hell, man. But when you walk in, everything's sort of shaded out. It's like, ooh, that's pretty nice. Reminds me in Elden Ring with the yellow annex tunnel. I love that tunnel. It's because everything has a like different lighting and like The way that the really high quality smithing stones and sombers look when you just grab them off the wall, those look wonderful. Like, everything just looks nice. And the rewards are mechanically nice. Like, the enemies are, well, they are retrained enemies, let's be real. But they're cool retrained enemies to fight. You either dominate the main dungeon, which of course you would, and then you have another Astel, which is a joy most of the time to fight. You just have to have a good setup for him. And then you have a phenomenal time. Alright, we're good here. Do we have any iron around the sides, maybe? What's that? No, bone fragments. I'll take that, though. Gimme. Okay, this crypt is done, then. Alright, let's take the portables back, get the pickaxes, get full rested, and then get in. Should I bring the... Ooh. Should I just have some fun, maybe? It's mighty tempting, man. That is mighty tempting. I think I'll pass. I think I'll do my own axe run eventually. I'm sure once I actually have the Big Papa dead come Ashlands that I'll be craving more. And we'll get in for the guides and whatnot. Excuse me, skeleton trophy. You don't belong here. Okay, more of these. I still need silver sword too. Silver sword, maxed out CBA, whatnot. Okay. Looks like Champ is really enjoying the storage house. He can be my storage champion. Yoink yoink. Full rested. Well, I'll check the farm, I guess. Why not? I can farm into daylight, and I don't even need full rested for that. If I farm into daylight, I can just go dungeoning in the nighttime. Let's see. Let's try to get some tings here. Oh, ting. 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 Excellent. What's my level on this, by the way? 34, so effectively 59. Love it. Ting. 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 Let's go. Ting. Ting. Ting on the onions. Ting. Ah, I want those tings on the onions. Ting. Come on, give me tings. Ting. I want those onion tings. Ting. Give me those onion tings. Ting. Oh. Oh, look at those. My inventory. Oh, okay, let's just drop this for now. Ting, 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 ting. Why did I plant so many carrots? I must have been yapping. Holy shit. Ting. Ping. Oh, more. Level up. Woo. Farming effective level 60 now. Oh. Oh, shit. How many things was that? They're just handing them to me. And you know what? Thank you. Thank you, game. I'll take it. Oh, wait, no. I need to plant first. Let's get that started then. So, it should be 25 onion seeds, or seed onions, so let's go. $13. There we go. Carrots, I really don't need to plant that many of these. Like, maybe, I don't know. Let's plant like 10 of these. They're just gonna multiply with the tings again. Turnip stew, I don't know. I'm planting seed turnips, so let's just go for the casual 15 again. 8. There we go, 15. I have so much surplus, it's unreal. Okay. Let's put this back stock away. I'm very tempted to just, like, start roofing more with tar. Because the way that the dark wood and vines look together is just so nice. I'm loving that. It's so nice. Okay. We've got carrot seeds. Oh, I can put them in here, why not? And then onion soup, I should make a ton of that. Just 10 stacks, so we'll make 11 to round it out. I don't have that much wolf meat, but that's fine. There we go. Oh, I'm making a bunch more. Alright, we got 8. Oh, man, I shouldn't have made that last batch because it would have been perfect. I just kept clicking, man. That's fine. Hold on. I think the recipe is double the mushrooms. Am I right? Yes, so this is actually okay. I can actually make another one. Another onion soup. There we go. And let's grab some red mushrooms. I know I have a ton of those. 4 more. And let's get the skewers going. No tings on that. That's kind of sad. Alright, extra onions. Gotta put away. Hello? There we go. Do I have, oh yes, I have seeds in there. Let's actually yank these. Put them over there. Okay. Pickaxes. I need those. Let's get the farming tools away. Oh. Bonus food away. Hold on, I put the... Yeah, I did. No, that was right. That was right. And then... let me know if I should do a crypt sometime with the crystal battle axe or sledge up maxed out or what have you. I'm really enjoying the Frostner right now, but just let me know. Alright, let's get max rested and then finally get in that second crypt. Just really get to destroying these fellas. Hopefully we get a ton of iron, but even if we don't, not too much. I don't care that much. Literally just need one more for the forge tool rack, and then we've got what is it? I'm trying to think. We got silver sword if we want. We just need the silver for that, obviously. Okay, full rested. Let's get this done. Said it was going to be kind of stormy today, maybe, but that was going to be in about an hour. I'm looking outside, it's windy, it's beautiful. See the clouds, there's definitely a humid haze to the air. I can see that, but I can feel that, obviously, but still. The storms are going to make things nice, so long as I don't lose power, of course. Alright, let's crack into this crypt. Hello, Draugr. Oh, totally with. Perish! Don't mind me. Don't do this at home, kids. Well, I highly doubt there's any kids. Like, a lot of kids in the audience. Maybe there's like 5. Oh, sir. Don't do that to me. Whoops. Oh. We got multi-target damage penalty from the wall on the blob. Again, good to avoid that with fucking... Excuse me. Good to avoid that with the middle mouse. Let's take care of this. I had a feeling there was some shit here. Well, Mass, where could he be? Where could he be? Oh! That's an awful chest. Oh, good God. Alright, there could be another body pile up here, so let's deal with that. Shout out Root Armor for being much better than people give it credit for raw defensively. I know I have like some mountains tier food, but still, that 1 star I was just like, oh yeah, it's a 1 star. That's cool. You know, great. Don't mind me. Just tank that 1 star hit. Move forward. I remember back in the day, people would just assume that you get one shot by fucking anything if you ran light armor on like the Valheim Discord server. A ridiculous place. And it'd just be so funny. It's like you haven't played the fucking game. Like, how about you play the game? Like the whole game, what the whole game has to offer you. Like, I don't know, actually like give things a try. And test them out to see, like, it's like, oh, well, what if you get hit? It's like, I have health from food, even when I'm running 2 stam 1 health. I have fucking armor still. And I have my proactive options, which are the obvious choice. But even then, I have a reactive option for control with the parry if I really need to, which oftentimes I don't. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, potions exist. Like, people are so weird on that server. And then the mods and even the devs did nothing. They did nothing to rein in this just strange behavior. Like, excuse me, they're misrepresenting your game. You'd think that you'd have a stake in this. Nope, no stake. We out here vegan moderation. No stakes. No stake in the game. Ridiculous. Oh, bad angle. There we go. Yeah. The damage that you deal straight up on these, this will be my iron chest. The damage that you deal straight up on these body piles and other spawners is just ridiculous with if they take spirit like the body piles do. Because it's just up front spirit. It's no DOT. They take it all up front. So if you, especially rocking like silver sword, you just conveniently just one shot every single body pile that you see. Just no mercy. Come on, give me some iron. 2 iron. More. 3, 4. Additional, please. 5. Yes. Good. There's a room after that. Let's just clear this pile here. I don't think there's going to be anything. I hear a Draugr or a blob. I think it's a blob. I remember somebody also was yapping with me on the Valheim Discord. This was years ago. He was saying something about like, oh, well, you get more iron from the piles rather than the chests. And I was like, what fucking world are you living in? Like, I understand there's RNG, but if you've mined enough, you understand that there's like a higher variance of getting like a ton of iron in chests than there is with just getting iron from piles. Like, you have to get crazy lucky to get more iron from like piles, or crazy unlucky rather, to get more iron from piles than you do from the chests. There's so much more potential to get crazy iron hauls from chests. The biggest iron hauls that I've ever gotten were from really lucky loot rooms, like big treasure rooms with, I'm talking like 50, 60 iron just in the chests from that room alone. And these iron hauls that I've seen people getting that are up in the 200s from Crypts are all chest boosted iron. They're all chest boosted iron. All of them. Okay, my verticality, bro. Come on, man. Sledge would have done so well here, but they're not really coming threat to me. Excuse me, sir. Sir. Oh, hello. There's a pile. Oh no, an archer. A Draugr archer. Anyway. What are these chests, man? As soon as I was gashing them up, I was talking a big talk about these iron chests, and they're like, here's 2 chests in a row with no iron. Thanks, game. That's lovely. That's the best time. And here's a million piles as well. Check the corners. We're good there, we're good here. This is probably a dead end as well, which means this is it for the crypt. Yep. Unless we're looking at a double bump, this is it. We're looking at a double bump. We're still going. Could be big. And there's another room over there. Okay, so it keeps going. I like that. Chest. What the fuck, man? Oh, okay. Corners, good. We got any loot on the side, like coins and shit? Let's find out. I mean, all these valuables are good. Copium. Hello. What we got? Another room after that. I'll take it. Anything? We got some stuff here. What about in the corners? Always check the corners. We're good. Alright, yet another room. Yet another blob. Very blob heavy crypt here. And we have another bit of iron here. Anything here? Anything on the corners? No. Sides? Aha. What about here? Nope. Is this another double bump? It is. So many bumps today. So many piles. Got 20 iron just from these piles. Again, but you can get 20 iron from a single chest. The variance is way in the chest favor. It's unreal. Oh. Wish I got a double kill there, but oh well. We got anything over here? More piles. Shit ton of piles. Another room there. This is really opened up. Okay. Another incident of no iron in the chest. But you know what? I shouldn't have said anything. Now we're getting no iron from the pile. It's just iron piles for days, man. Iron pile, iron pile. Just keep going. 27 in my inventory. Okay, we're almost at the point. Gotta bring it back. That's it, right? Yeah, that's gotta be it. I hear another blob. Look at scrap there. Let's just take this 29 back for now. I'm gonna get lost as hell, man. Oh, no, it's pretty linear. Yeah, it's very linear. It's a side room. I was doing the main way. Corner iron here. Nothing from that. There we go. That starts the inventory. This is another dead end. Let's get this up iron. Okay. We're good with that. Ah, corners. Gotta check your corners. Okay, we still have this side room of 3 bumps. 3 piles, rather. Here we go. Bronze pickaxe. That'll work. Bottom corner, top corner, side. We're all good there. Ooh, world save. New day. That's what we love to see. Hello? There we go. Excellent. Oh, a little bit more. Oh, come on. We need a little bit more stam. There we are. Okay. This could be the last pile in the crypt. The last bit of anything in the crypt. And it's not. There's another blob. Wow, this crypt just keeps going, man. More iron. Oh my god, it's another double bump. This is a very unusual crypt. And another block. How many blob hallways in a row has that been? It looks like we're good. That's it. Wow. We're good. All of that space on this one wing. And if we had any luck with chests, we could have gotten easily double the amount of the actual iron that we got. Yeah, just been ridiculous. Ridiculous chest RNG. Still slightly above average crypt. Very slightly. Again, shouldn't have been, considering. But, my god. Crypt done. Ooh, too much, really? Yeah, just by a few. Okay. Let's get this money away. Ooze. More arrows. Nice. 1 yellow mushroom for some reason. Excuse me, piggy. Alright, just gotta repair the pickaxes. Get them back stored away. Oh. Come on. Pickaxes away. Got rested just in case. Now we just start the iron run. Although I could... No, I'll set up the boat. It's in the barrel. And then I also want the swamp portal for that. That'll be a sailing blank portal. Good amount of iron. Alright, and I should just be able to go this way. I don't want that. Yeah, I should have ended off with Crypt over here. You know what? Yoink. Although it'll be a little heavy. Oh, let's rest that there then. It's just heavy. Coal is heavy. This is going to be quite the run. Back and forth. But it will be worth it. I remember this boat launch spot. What a good boat launch spot. Set up the boat. Alright. Let's mark this on the map. Das Boot. Boater. The last crypt is the only crypt portal possibility, so I can mark it crypt portal. I know that's the one. Alright, we have a good diagonal run right to it, pretty much. Give me that. Thank you. Oh, I didn't put the iron in there. Okay. There we go. 31. It won't really make that much of a difference. Alright, back over. I could hike through this over there. That'd be easy. Nothing's gonna really threaten me. Oh, it's gonna be some back and forth though. I'm still not going cart gaming in the swamp though. Nope, no thank you. Not for me. done it once. I've done it enough. This was not the best route, but, oh, well, yep, nope, that was bad. All right, 31. So we've got 2 more halls left. Boing, boing, boing. Oh, thank God I have run 96. This would have been horrific if I had anything less. Well, not anything less. Also, I'm almost at run 97. I'm sure this is doing great numbers for my run level. Hopefully jump too. Alright, one more. Yeah, you just had to spawn right there, didn't you? Like there's gone, of course. Of course, of course. It's probably been gone. Yep, judging by the timer, yep. It's been a whole lot of hauling. Alright. Yeah, I can't even take that with me. Oh well. Let's just break the chest then. We're done with this swamp. Oh, I'm not on that level. Excuse me, Draugr, you'll have to be patient. Goodbye. Oh, let's get that later. I took the questionable route again. Alright, that is 142 iron. Just ready to haul. Excuse me, leech. That's not nice. Let's put some of this stuff away. And I think I'll call it an episode, and I'll sail back and smelt an upgrade for the next one. Alright, that swamp portal can be relocated. Thankfully, we still have the witch portal there. That'll be all good. Thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you guys some other time. Bye.